All right, all right, all right. Are we live? It looks like we are. Happy Friday, everybody. Hope you guys are having a wonderful week. I know I did. I'm a little bit tired, I'm going to be honest with you. I had a little bit too much fun this week. Um, but it's Friday. I'm going to do my live stream. It's going to be a busy day for you guys, too, actually. So, after my stream, I'm going to go from noon to 1. And then Iowa Crypto Mining is going from 1 to 2. And then your favorite Panda with a 20 GPU rig is going to go from 2 to who knows when. So for anyone in Europe, that'll probably get you through basically the rest of your night. Anyone in the U.S., take the rest of the day off and enjoy your day. As always, we record this in a podcast-like format, so you guys can listen wherever you are and not miss out on anything. The topics I wanted to discuss today, I wanted to do a lot of 5090 talk. I just released my video for the 5090, the rumor roundup that I did, and I want to do a little bit of a deeper dive into that. We also have COMPUTEX coming up, which, spoiler alert, I didn't get to go to. I got in, I got all my media credentials, I got everything lined up. I even had a ticket to AMD's keynote, which was actually a pretty hard ticket to scoop up. Excuse me. And, I couldn't go. It was a little too last minute, and the wife wasn't having it. So I want to talk about Computex, and next week's schedule is probably going to be FUBARD. Basically, I'm going to be streaming. I'm going to try to live stream a lot of the keynotes. I want to try to do as much Computex coverage as I can next week. So next week will be different than what we normally do. So I would not expect a regular live stream on Monday for sure, and not on Wednesday. Maybe Friday. It really just depends on how the week goes. And then after that, we will just go back to our regularly scheduled streaming. But on a positive note, I did already sign up for CES 2025. So I'm already getting ready for that. And then finally today we're going to do an AMA where you guys can ask me whatever you want. So without further ado, let's get into it. And what's going on? It's a pirate. What's going on, Chris? What's going on, Caveman Crypto? Everybody's joining. I got to start doing a better job of getting these live streams up earlier so that people know that they're here. It's just I always forget if we're being honest. But I hope, like I said, I hope you guys are all having a great day. So with Computex coming, a lot of 5090 rumors and GB202 and Blackwell rumors in general have leaked. We are getting a bit of a nerfed 5090, which I don't think is going to be a bad thing. I'm going to pull up, I did a video and I did a rumor roundup kind of chart, and I'm going to put it up here. Excuse me. And I'll read it to you guys for anybody who is listening. Basically, we know what's confirmed on GB202, and GB202, for anybody that's not totally aware, is just it's the board, it's the PCB, it's the die, it's the GPU, like the full unlocked GPU. And now remember, everything that I'm saying is rumors, and we could find out in like a week that it's utter garbage and all of it was a lie. So keep that in mind. But GB202 is a monolithic die, just like the previous generations. It has a 512-bit memory bus, GDDR7 memory in an updated configuration. It has if it's using 2 gigabit memory modules, we're going to get 32 gigabits of RAM. If it's using 3 gigabit, we'll get 48 gigabits of VRAM, 192 SMs. It will have a 3 PCB design, main board, I/O, and rig board. And then, as most people probably know, or you're finding out now, the 5090 will be cut down. Now it shouldn't come as a surprise to anybody. And honestly, I don't think it's a bad thing, and I'll go over that shortly. But it's cut down to a 448-bit memory bus, 28 gigabits of GDDR7, and it's going to have 2 less memory modules on the PCB slot. So the funny thing is, right, if you think about it, we could end up, like the 5090s could end up just being bad AI chips. So like, if the GPU fails its AI binning or doesn't bin well, it's going right into It's going right into this PCB. And the 5090 could also be like bad PCBs. Like, I wonder how many people open up a 5090 and they see like will some AIBs have the slots populated? Let me show you what I'm talking about. So like, I'm going to this videocards.com article. Last week, if you watched my live stream, you know I made that diagram. It's on my laptop and I forgot to save it. But like, what if you end up, with two, like say the bottom two aren't there because it'll have 14 memory modules instead of 16, right? Then will some of the AIB cards have those memory modules like there, or will they not even be there? So that'll be funny. Like we're essentially gonna get all the bad AI chips, which is just funny to think about for how much they're gonna probably charge for this thing. The 5090, what we don't know is we don't know the SM count. I mean, I think we're all assuming it's going to be less than 192. We don't know the MSRP, and we don't know what the power connector is. So what I basically said in my video, and it's all my opinion, but I basically said that I was guessing that the SM count would be like 85% of GB202, which would probably be like 163, give or take. I figured that combined with the bigger memory bus and unlocking the full GPU would probably give you like 30-ish, 25 to 30% jump when they inevitably release a 5090 Ti, which, I think will happen. I also, unfortunately, think it will have the same power connector as a 4090, which would be a mistake. But I think they've done too much engineering on it to go back. Hopefully it's not. Hopefully I'm wrong on that. I really hope it's not. But if it is, I will make videos on it and they will get a few 100,000 views and I will not complain in that regard. Now for the MSRP, I personally think the MSRP will be floating between $1,750 and $1,800. I have no idea what the performance uplift will be. And I mean, I would think the performance uplift would probably be like 60-ish percent, 50 to 60% maybe, probably like closer to 50. But an interesting thing is, I did a video a few months ago, like 8 or 9 months ago, and I predicted that based on full GB202, excuse me, we would get about 5090 would get about 250 mega hash on ETC. Now, the only reason I'm using ETC is because we all know what ETH mega hash is. And you can basically take the performance improvement, like the percentage increase, and then you can just extrapolate it to other coins. But I think with the nerfed bus and the nerfed VRAM, I think you're looking at probably like 200 to 205 mega hash on ETC. So it's like a 60% hash rate improvement. I also do not think we will hear anything about this at COMPUTEX. I think it'd be stupid for them to do that. And also, it sounds like from what Red Gaming Tech said, we probably are not going to hear about RDNA 4 there either, but he seemed a little conflicted about that. Now, all the info that I compiled from this was taken from COMPUTEX 7, videocards.com, Moore's Law is Dead, and Red Gaming Tech, and you should give them both a follow. So I just want to quickly go over that. And Zapirate says he is fine with the nerf if it cuts down the price, and I am with him. If we're talking $1,800, which is what I would think. I mean, if it's less, it'd be incredible. But think about it. If it was like the full card or like close to the full card, you're probably looking at what, like $2,500 if they were to release it now because there's no competitor. Excuse me. Red Gaming Tech actually did say that he thinks that they're going to wait for the 4090 Ti. Like, they're purposely nerfing this because they have no competition from AMD or Intel, which actually does make sense. But they, like, excuse me, let me go back. So, it does make sense because, like, theoretically, I don't even think they would have released the 5090 this year if they didn't have to launch their Blackwell AI cards. And because the AI cards are basically based on GB202, once the AI cards come out, then you know what the 39, the 40, or the 5090 is, so they might as well release it at the same time. So I don't think that NVIDIA is releasing it early for us out of the goodness of their hearts. I think they're just doing it because they have to. And in that regard, I think they're just trying to release a cut down version, probably more cut down than they would have if RDNA 4 had like a 8800 XTX or like a high end model. Excuse me. And I think that because they don't have a high end and they don't have to, this is what we're getting. And it's on purpose because their plan is probably to release the 5090 Ti around, around sometime in 2025 when RDNA 5 hits. So, I mean, I'm not upset about it. I think I care about the price. I want it to be cheaper. The cheaper, the better. And if it's cut down, that's fine. I don't really care about. I mean, I care about how it mines, but I really don't, because if it's like $1,800, I'm probably not gonna buy it. Like, I'm not gonna buy more than one or maybe two. So, just catching up on chat after that. Altrick says, can't stay, just smash that like button. Have a great day. Thanks for popping in. Be sure to listen to the stream later. Iowa's Crypto Mining says, let's go. Remember, guys, just stay in the stream. When I get off, it'll go right to Iowa's stream. So, Iowa, if you can't stay the whole stream, let me know. I will just close this stream. I'll shut it down and it'll go right to you. My kids are banging at the window. John Francis says, howdy, everybody. Massless Ninja says, howdy. What's going on, guys? Chris Hanley says, are these the ones that will have 2 chips? So, I don't know what you mean about 2 chips, but they're supposed to have, like, some kind of 3 PCB die. Truck says, did you get a new capture device? I did not. Does it look better or worse? Let me know in the comments what you think. So yeah, that was what I really wanted to go over with the 5090. I think that more stuff will leak through COMPUTEX because I'm sure leakers will be there. Like when you go to these things, I'm assuming COMPUTEX is similar to CES. It's just a lot of people talking. People go out for drinks. People mingle. And I think when we get to like the extracurricular activities, you'll see, I'm sure lips will get looser and things will leak. It will be interesting. It will be interesting to see. Sorry, I think I have like a cold. It will be interesting to see what else leaks out of COMPUTEX about it. But I feel like we're kind of at the point where we're probably going to end up having like most of this card known by the time we hit like midsummer. Would be my guess. And he says, Altrick says again, was kind of gray before when I would have white on the screen. Oh, that's good. I changed the chroma a little bit. Like, I changed the filter a little bit, so that probably helped. But I hope we do get some kind of GPU announcement at COMPUTEX. I really do. It would be disappointing if we didn't get RDNA 4 at COMPUTEX, because then essentially we would have no GPU release. We would have, I don't know, maybe Intel does something with Battlemage, but I haven't heard anything, and I don't think any leakers have heard anything on that either. I know that we're going to have Zen 6. No, Zen 5. We're having Zen 5 release, which is really cool. Some of the Zen 5 rumors look outrageous, and I will most likely be upgrade. Like, if like the... I don't know what the numbering skew is. Hold on, I saw a rumor somewhere. About Zen 5. Here we go. It was from WCCF Tech. The Ryzen 9 9950X. That's right. So I heard that there could be like a 20 to 30% uplift in gaming performance. And if like a 9950X, which with more cores and better all-core workload, can give me that kind of uplift, I am going to buy it probably pretty soon out of release. And I'm just going to do something else with I might sell the 7800 XT, or maybe I will maybe I'll upgrade the test bench. I don't know. I'll do something. I will do something with it, and then I will probably just move chips around and sell something else. But like, I don't really like my 7800X 3D, if we're being honest. Like, I don't feel like it holds up as well. Like, I can't have 500 Chrome windows open. I mean, honestly, I just think I need more memory for that. But my 5950X performed better overall on my PC than the 7800X 3D. But it was always like, for me, it was like just what's the word I'm looking for? Sorry guys, I'm dragging a little bit. It was always just a temporary for me. Like, I was never planning on keeping it for that long, because if I just have to swap out the CPU, not the cooler, not anything, I'll be fine. Let's see. Zig Miner says hopefully RDNA 4 won't be locked down, and yes, if RDNA 4 is locked down, that will be awful. I messaged some people, and nobody can confirm if the BIOS is locked down or not. I heard the questions were asked, but nothing is being talked about. I think if we get an RDNA 4 leak, or I'm sorry, a release announcement at COMPUTEX, then maybe we'll hear more about that. I think if the RDNA 4 BIOS isn't locked down, I think it'll be the next Polaris. I mean, you guys know how well Polaris is aging. I mean, you can't really mine with them anymore, but like, you could be profitable on Polaris GPUs up until, 2022? So they were profitable from 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021. They were profitable for 6 years. I mean, do you guys think the 3070 is going to be profitable for 6 years? I don't think so. We'll see, but I don't know. So I'm hoping that we get another generation of Polaris GPUs. So for anybody joining, we just went over the RDNA, the 5090 rumors. We talked about how I'm personally happy that the 5090 is going to get nerfed a little bit, because I think it'll be like reasonably affordable. Now we'll see if it paper launches or not, and I will be interested to see how much the Blackwell AI GPUs cost. I'm assuming that's going to be their primary focus. I mean, they're probably going to have like 48 gigs of VRAM, and they're probably going to cost like $5,000 to $7,000. So that will be not fun, I should say. I'm not looking forward to that. I kind of want to play with it, but I doubt that's going to happen. I'm trying to think what else. So as far as anything from me, like I said, I'm going to be doing a lot of live streams on COMPUTEX next week. I am super excited for COMPUTEX, and I am super bummed that I can't make it to it. But I'm really excited to see what's going to come out. I'm gonna go check out all the articles, read as much as I can on it, because like I said, I plan on doing a lot of coverage on it next week. So come to me if you want to see the latest and greatest in computer software and hardware, and I will probably try to tie it into crypto mining some way, somehow, and for a little bit. And then some other things I have going on next week while I'm talking about it. I have some 170HXs coming in today. They're supposed to come in today anyway. And the plan is to put them in my PCSP case. So I have 3 coming in today, and then I had 2 already. So I'm going to put all 5 in that case, and then I'm going to buy 1 more maybe in like a week or 2. And I'm probably just going to go with 6, and I'm going to put them in the PCSP case, which I'll do. And I'm going to probably pick up some more of them. I think I'm going to pick up some more of them anyway. I just have to, it just really just depends on my funds. And how many do they have left? I'm trying to see how many they sold. They still have about, wow, it looks like they sold probably like 200 of them in the last 2 days. It's kind of wild. I mean, they still have plenty, so you don't have to worry about like not buying them right away, but they definitely sold a lot of them. And remember, if you do buy any of these from PCSP, put Krootman in the shipping comments, and please put it in take the survey at the end of the purchase, and click my channel on there. It It does a lot of work to help my relationship with PCSP, and it gets me hopefully more stuff to review from them. Let's see. Just scrolling down. Marwin Chamet says, finally he's back. What's up? I was here on Wednesday. I haven't been gone. I've actually been probably putting out more videos in the last few days than I have in a long time. I think there might be one stream where maybe I just like game on that RX 470 and then we just talk about crypto and whatever. Sigminer says, I think it might be smart to upgrade RTX 3000 series to 5000 series. I mean, I guess it just depends on how much they cost, right? And it depends if you can get them or not, because we don't know if there's going to be a shortage or not. I think it also depends on the price. And it also depends on the memory buses of the lower cards. I don't really like buying the 90 SKUs. I never have for mining. Although there was a point in 2021 towards the middle of the year when nobody wanted RTX 3090s. Everybody wanted 3060 Ti's and 3070s for mining. And if you scooped up 3090s, I'm sorry, it was like the middle of 2021, then you ROI'd on those things in like 6 or 7 months and you were killing it. So it was like, that was a smart play. And they have held their resale. I mean, I think it's all relative, right? Because if you look at most of the GPUs, based on their MSRP, most of the 30 series is kind of at about or around about 50 to 55 to 60% of their MSRP. Marwin says, I think I'm going to look for used RTX 40 series. Yeah, I think that's a good look too. I'm trying to figure out if my power rate is going to go to shit in about a month. It looks like I have like a month left under this contract. And I have to figure out real fast what I'm going to do. And if it goes to shit, I'm probably going to end up powering off. The BC250s will definitely go off. And I think the 30 series will all go off as well. As well as the like the BCs, the BC 160s. I basically think the only thing that will stay on are like the CMPs and the 40 series. I think I want to. I mean, I'd like to get rid of most of my 30 series because that's what Think Computers said. What's up, Think Computers? He says needs to get rid of all my 3000 series. I think that Think Computers think, get it? I think that I would like to get rid of them all, but if I can't get what I want for my 3070s, I have no problem keeping them right now. I'm trying to sell my 3060 Ti's. The goal is to get rid of all of them and replace them with 170 HXs. Now, I'm not putting that much work into selling them. It's going a little slow, but I haven't really tried too hard. So I might list them locally. I'm just torn on it. If we're being honest, I'm torn. I kind of want to sell them to miners. Like 2 to 3, like in bulk. But we'll see. I have a PC reseller that I can meet up with him and I can give him decent prices. So I think I'm gonna do some stuff with him. Massless Ninja says I can get the new 4070. I can get new 4070 Ti cards for 480. Wow, Massless Ninja, if you can get 4070 Ti's for 480, DM me. I might buy one. That's a really good price. I can get 170 HXs for about, before shipping, for about like 400 to 430, 440. I think it's like 430 to 440. So I think right now my focus is on 100 or 170 HXs, but it's all subject to change. Let's see. Massless Ninja says Facebook Marketplace, Orange County. Yeah. So I don't like meeting people, like, unless I've talked to you or like I know you from my Discord. I'll meet you in person. But I really don't like meeting. I really don't like meeting people in person that like from Facebook Marketplace and stuff. It's just not my scene and not my thing. And it's probably why I haven't gotten big into, or I haven't really at all gotten into the PC reselling game. I'd be really good at it. Like, I'd be really, really good at it. But I just don't, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at my spare parts behind me. I got an old laptop I have to get rid of. I've got 3 Intel motherboards that I'm going to relist. And then I have like 8 AM4 coolers. And I'm probably going to get rid of them because I can replace them. But I don't know. I don't know how many I want to get rid of. It seems like coolers are something that I should probably just like keep around for a little bit. So let's see. Massless Ninja says I've gotten 8 so far from my connection. That's awesome. I had some pretty good connections in the bear market for 3070s and 3080s, and I made out pretty well on those. I made out really well on those. I was buying them and I was flipping them, and I was almost getting 3070s for free. Like I'd flip like 10 or 12 of them, and I get like 4 or 5 of them, and they basically were free. So it was pretty sweet. Let's see. Masterson just says started at 580 and he dropped it to 480. All cards from pre-builds, MSI dual fans. The MSI dual fan ones are solid. They do have heating issues minorly. Backwards Miner says, did you BIOS mod your CMPs yet? Yes, I did. I will. I'll DM you later because I got to take them out of my case. But I did BIOS mod all of mine, and I had no problems with them. Have you ever come down to S? Think Computers. If I'm in SD, maybe I'll have to make a trip out to SD and buy some stuff off you, or we'll do some content with you. I think it might be fun. That's awesome. You guys are both in San Diego. Hey, we got a meetup. Woo! Guys, we have a love story unveiling right on our live stream between a computer that thinks and a ninja with a mask. It's a love story that only could be told on YouTube and on my stream. So, that's I have a big, my hosting client, I'm going to turn him offline. I was just waiting for my CMPs to come in. I'm essentially going to turn him offline this week. So, once he's off, I'm going to pull his 3 rigs out of my shed and I get my 30 amp circuit back. And then I'm going to start reorganizing it. I want to move my KS0s into the, I want to move my KS0s into the shed. I had, who was it? Someone sent me a barrel plug from, I'm like just forgetting everything. Tech Hustler sent me, by the way, that was a cool fight last night. And I'm not even into that stuff. Tech Hustler sent me a barrel plug for, the KS0. And I think I want to get 2 more. And I want to get my KS0s out of my garage. And I'm working with 3D Printmaster to actually redo my whole garage testing area. He's building these special test benches. And with that extra circuit I have, I'm throwing everything else out of my garage and I'm throwing it all back into the shed. And I'm excited for it. So I'm going to, basically in the garage, all I'm going to have is like my virtual machine computer, my Jazzminer X16Q, and my I'm gonna have 3 or 4 test benches, which maybe means that I end up keeping one of those Intel boards. I don't know yet. And I sold a bunch of the CPUs, and I might need to get another one. That's kind of annoying. I don't know. I'm probably gonna, maybe it'll end up being 1 or 2 of them. So yeah, and then I got a bunch of BC250s that I just kind of haven't done anything with. I'm kind of waiting for the bull market. Because if I can get even 150 to 200 for those, I'm going to get rid of them. Let's see. Think Computer says, come down. We can do a stream/podcast. I would love nothing more than to do that. And maybe I will because I could write that off. A trip to San Diego might be fun. Backwards Miner. Georgia. All well, I hope. Chris Hanley says, I'm good. Just Backwards Miner says, I'm good. Just busy with work. We're all busy with work, actually. I'm going to need a nap after this. But yeah, I'm starting to worry about my my power, and I'm starting to I want to get the shed done and ready for the next bull run whenever that comes, right? Like once prices start to soar. So I'm going to use the PCSP Octo miners to finish getting everything enclosed in server cases, and then what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to start figuring out what I want to sell, and I'm going to just slowly start selling it and rotate them out. So I'm actually even thinking about selling the BC 160s because I can get more than I paid for them. I just don't know if it's worth it. I mean, they don't make that much money, and like, I'm honest. I would honestly like to get out of those and maybe the 5600 XT rig. I'll probably keep the 5600 XT rig because it was literally free, and I kind of feel weird selling GPUs that people gave me for free. Maybe I will in the future. I don't know, but I kind of want to just have my only AMD GPUs be my 24 BC250s and my single I can't speak, my single 6000 rig. But on the flip side, if like if someone can get a good miner for the BC160s on Zealous, they'll be pretty good. Speaking of which, has SRB released an updated miner yet? No. That's a bummer. And how is Zealous doing, by the way? I have a sell order in on Zealous. I held it for too long. I wish I would have sold it at like 30. And I actually have a sell order at 32 if it goes. I mean, I think it'll go back up. So, but I need to sell soon to finish paying this month's power bill. So that's not fun at all. Catching up on chat. You can check out my solar mining farm from the mountains of San Diego. That actually would be cool to do like a tour, like kind of Voscoin style. Black Hat Team says, I come here and only 8 likes. Yeah, guys, why aren't you liking this more? Come on, let's get more likes. And I gotta do better to promote my streams so I can get more viewers. Let's see. Thanks, I appreciate that for Black Hat Team. Zealous hash rate is crazy, actually. What is it up to? Is the cat out of the bag on Zealous? And if I'm looking at my profits from Zealous yesterday, like I know right now the only thing saving us with Zealous is the price, like the price action. But let's look at the hash rate of Zealous. Hold on one second. I got to let me move this so everybody can see it a little easier. I made yesterday, let's say the 31st. Oh wow, Zealous profits did go down. Yeah, so I was at about $75 before the pump, and now I'm back to about $75. Well, that's not good. I'm slowly acquiring a lithium, which I actually want to talk about that in a little bit too. I mean, the Zealous hash rate dropped for a bit, and then it went back up. I don't think the Zealous hash rate is that crazy. It's actually lower than what it was before. So I guess we'll see. Let's see. So I'm personally still buying a lithium, right? I heard there's a crypto mining convention in Vegas on June 18th. And if I already didn't have plans for Father's Day weekend, and I'm going to Vegas in July, like I'm going to Vegas like 2 weeks later, I probably would have flown out real quick for that just to go check it out. I mean, that's like a 2-day convention, so you like fly out, and I mean, I'm still tempted to skip what I was supposed to do, and then because it's like a guy's trip, I'm still tempted to skip and go, because Jingle Miner or not Jingo, yeah Jingo, no, I think it was Jazz Miner. Hold on, let me look. Somebody offered to sponsor me, not like pay for my trip, just to get me like free tickets to it. It was Jingle Mining. Jingle Mining offered to hook me up with free tickets and to do some content with them to World Mining Digital Summit. I think I'm gonna plan on going to this next year, especially since Vegas is such an easy place to get to. I heard rumors, and I'm not going to say who said anything to me, that they're hoping that Bitmain announces their lithium ASIC there. So I'm trying to buy as much lithium right now as I can. Now, that's not me telling you to do what I'm doing. That's not financial advice. Don't do that. I could be totally wrong and it could go to crap. But like at $1.60, I'm still trying to buy as much of it as I can, because once that ASIC comes, the price is gonna pump. Like, I don't know if it's gonna 17x like I keep hoping it will. But even if it only like 6 or 7x's, like that's still really good profits. So I'm excited to hear. I will be interested in what they come up with Digital Mining World. I might actually just grab tickets, whether I can go or not. I don't know. I'll probably look at content like to see what it's like. See if I can find any videos. Because like I said, it's for me. I could get to Vegas for like $200, and the room wouldn't be expensive because rooms are always cheap in the summer, and it would just be like it would literally be like an in and out. Like I'd probably only go for one day. Catching up on chat. S says, "Hey bud, can you show how your 170HX is doing with the latest Rigel miner?" That's actually a good question. I actually took one of my 170HXs offline. So I only have one going right now. I just didn't feel like doing anything with it until the other ones came. My 170HX is doing... I'll tell you in a second. It's not that good. My 170HX is only doing 334 kilohash on Zealous at 178 watts right now. Let's see, max PoE mining pool stats figures are often behind a step or two from the current one. I'd stick to pool bay or miner stat. Maxis PoE, thanks for that. Let's go to, you said Maxis? Or, what do you say, miner stat? Let me see. Hold on, miner stat. Let's go check it out. Let's go look at, let's see if we can find Zealous. Zealous. We're looking for Zealous on mining pool stats. Nope. Where is it? Miner stat. Do you have to sign in for this? Or what do you have to do? Hardware. Profitable. I haven't gone on miner stat in years. I usually use hashrate.no, and I hate that site too. Smokey Dan, what's up, brother? He says what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Man, I've been to Vegas so much that like my selling point to get people to go to Vegas with me is basically just like nothing's gonna surprise me, and we're not gonna do anything stupid because I like to come back alive. I don't know where to find this. Let's see, what was the other site he said? Pool Bay. Let's go to Pool Bay. I've never been to Pool Bay before. Not now. Pool Bay mining. I don't know. Pool Bay. Here we go. Pool Bay. Let's see. Zealous. Let's look for Zealous. Indicators, miners, staking mining coins. It's probably not. Where am I going to find it? Compare pool hash rate. There we go. Zealous isn't on Pool Bay. Let's see if Elythium is on here. Elythium Blake 3 is on here. Did the... Wait a minute. Is it just me? Or did the Elythium... Oh, it didn't go down. Wait, did it? Guys, am I crazy? Or did the... Hold on, it didn't go down, did it? 200 terahash. Did the Elythium hash rate go down, or am I crazy? Or is this thing just not updated? This doesn't make any sense. Why is it so low? I don't understand. I'm confused. Zigminer wants to know my thoughts on the CMP 100 to 120. Or, sorry, the CMP 100 to 210. Well, so here's my thoughts on that card, right? I don't have one to play with, and I probably should look to get one. But, like... How much are they? Let's see, CMP. Like, it just depends on how much they are. Like, do you want to pay... I don't know if I want to pay $200 for it. You know, when Ovalboard found them and they were really cheap, he probably crushed it. If you were getting them for like $150, probably. I mean, I don't know, at $200 maybe... You buy 4 more and they cost 213. I want to reach out to this guy, by the way. I should try. I mean, I guess if you could flip, like, if you could flip a 30, like, do you want to turn 3070s into these? Like, it's probably not the worst thing you could do. I don't own one. I probably need to get one to do testing on. I'm just trying to think, right? Like, do you want... Wait. Jock Jean Francois says, a lithium hash rate is 889 terahash. That sounds about right. 400 seemed way too low. So, like, I don't even know. This is definitely not right. Because, like, let's look at... I kind of like mining pool stats the best. Let's look at a lithium on miner pool. And then I'm going to get back to your question. So, yeah, that's about right. 885 terahash. Woo. Backwards miner. How much does it get on Zealous? What's the hash rate on Zealous and what's the hash rate on Ironfish? Basically, what I'm thinking is, like, do you want one of the CMPs for 220, or are you paying 440 for a 170 HX? Like, that's a thing. Like, I would think the CMP 100 is easier to cool, so you got that going for you. I mean, the fact that you can get server cases from, like, PCSP for so cheap now makes them viable. I mean, look, I don't think it's a bad one. The only reason I'm not telling you to go out and flip all of your 3070s or 3060 Ti's for them is because I don't know how I feel about them over the 170 HX. And, okay, so they do 200 on Zealous. Alright, so they do 200 on Zealous at 100 watts, whereas I'm getting about 340 on Zealous at 178 watts. So, theoretically, two of them on Zealous is better than one 170 HX. So you got that, but then you go to Iron, and they get 61 on Fish Hash at 130 watts, whereas Iron you're getting 130 for 200 watts. So, like, maybe mixing them with 170 HXs. I mean, look, it all depends on the price, right? Like, if the 170 HX goes up to like $600-700, then you're gonna want the CMP 100s. If the 170 HX goes to like 400, and then these things go to like 3, then you're gonna want the 170 HXs. So I think it's like comparing the 40 series to the 30 series. I think it all comes down to prices. And thank you, Zigminer and Backwards Miner, for giving me the heads up on that. So, like, that's kind of like how I feel on that, right? Like, I think it depends on the price. It depends how much you can get 170 HXs for. And it depends how dense you want to be. Like, do you want to have a dense farm, or, like, do you not care? Like, do you have the room? Zigminer says, I can't find 170 HXs for less than $5.99. So I will share my AliExpress seller, my Alibaba seller, even though she won't work with me on, like, promotions. I mean, I'm going to share her anyway. If the cards I get from her are solid, I was comparing two different sellers, and she seemed to be the best one. I ordered them last week, and they're basically here, which is pretty impressive. It's basically like eBay shipping. Sorry about that. But I might buy one of these, right? Like, I might try to grab one of these. What were these? How much did Ovalborg get these for? Like 175, or did he get them way cheaper? Excuse me. That was a great find for him, by the way. I'm looking at so for people listening, I have the CMP 100 eBay listing up from this massive farm. I mean, they have tons of them. especially with my power rate going up, maybe it would make sense to buy some of these. Like, I still am not convinced that the 5000 series is going to be worth it for mining. Like, I don't know if I'd want to spend $1,800 on a 5090 when I could spend $600 on 3 of these. Okay, so 200 is what Ovalboard paid. Okay, so that's not terrible. Man Cave Crypto, what's up, brother? He says he got them at 150, I think. I don't know. I'm gonna reach out to these guys and see if they'll send me one for like a review, and be like, hey, you know, I'm a YouTuber, blah 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 blah. So I'm gonna see. And actually, I'm working with 3D Printmaster to make a test bench for like single cards that don't have fans on them, so that we can I can test better. Backwards Miner says, I paid $130 for it and did testing first, and Ovalboard purchased, and we were quiet on it for 2 weeks. Backwards Miner, thanks for the DM on sharing it with me. Should have told me about it. I would have bought some when they were $130. I would have kept my mouth shut. I always keep my mouth shut. I think they were 150-ish, and he said he went up to 200 after. Yeah, that's how it goes. My 170 HXs, I ended up having to pay like $50 more per card than I wanted to pay, but it's all right. Excuse me about that. Yeah, I'm gonna probably get one, honestly, or try to get. I'm gonna either get one, try to trade for one, or get them to send me one. I'm a little tight on cash right now, and I'm gonna see how they go. And if they go well, I don't know. I could definitely see myself dumping a lot of my 3060 Ti's and 3070s. I think. So you don't have any core algorithms on this, right? But like core algorithms. I mean, you have the 40 series for core algorithms. Like, I'm convinced that 30 series GPUs don't. I mean, they're cheap right now, but I feel like for most miners, like if you have the power and you have the infrastructure to cool these, like you can get octo miners or you have a shed or something. I don't think. 3070s, 3060 Ti's, I don't think they're worth it anymore. I think their time has passed. Now, you know, the mining boom comes and everything's profitable, so it doesn't matter. But I think that in a perfect world, right? Like, if I could just do it, I would only have 40 series and CMP. Like, okay, if it was a perfect world, because I don't like having more than one type of card, because when you're like the best thing that I did was sell all my one-off cards, all my stupid crap. Like, I have one of every GPU just for testing and content and stuff, right? But, like, if you look at my farm, it's... I have, like, 15 40 series, 75 30 70s. Like, I think I have, like, 16 3060 Ti's and 25 B... And then, like that's it. So, like, my perfect scenario would be all 4070 Ti's and all 170 HXs. That would be it. That would be perfect for me. Like, my whole shed is filled up with 170 HXs and 4070 Ti's. That covers all your bases. That would be my dream shed setup right now. And I'm going to probably do a video on, like, what GPUs I recommend buying for mining. And it's probably going to be those two. And, like, I don't know. I don't really want to... I'm trying to think of the right words to use. Like, I'm really kind of not into 30 series, and I'm probably gonna. I would like to probably start getting rid of more of them, to put it that way. Smokey Dan says, "Aren't we all a little bit strapped for cash right now?" Yeah. I mean, like, strapped for cash. I'm not really, like, in my life. It's just I don't have a lot to put on mining right now, and if my power rate kind of kills me and I have to kind of reinvent my farm, I will probably just start listing 3070s and, you know, I have some 3070s that are not in as good shape as others. Like, they're fine for mining. So I'll probably keep, like, the crappier 3070s. And then when it's, like, the bear market, like, when the bull run really hits and I can get, like, $400 or $300 for them. And to miners who don't give a crap, I'll just dump them then, kind of thing. Let's see. Zigminer says it's like an RTX 2000 series on core. That's not terrible. I I don't know. Core algorithms are weird right now. Like they're not in a good place. Like if you look at, like if we go to core algorithms, right? You have Carlson. Like you have Carlson. Hold on. Where's K heavy? You have like all of the Carlson and Casper forks and all that garbage, and then you have like Radiant, which is probably like dead for GPU mining. I'm sitting on my Radiant bag because I'm just waiting for ASICs to get announced, and once my Radiant bag like triples in price, I'm dumping it. I'm just getting rid of it. I probably should just get rid of it now and fold it into a lithium, frankly. I'm trying to find the hash rate. Like Radiant's hash rate is stupid. And then like lithium's gone, so you really don't have that much in terms of core algorithms. And like I mean, Warthog's cool. You could build Warthog rigs, but I don't think that scales. It's kind of like CPU rigs. It's hard to mass scale those. And then you have you have Kapow, but like I'd rather mine a crappy Carlson fork, like a crappy fork, and Ironfish over just like a Carlson, you know. Let's see. Man Cave Crypto says for 200 3070s seem like a better buy unless you have the money to play with these. So I think that I mean, so 200 so you know, you get 200 on Zealous at 100 watts versus 250 at 120 watts. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm too down on the 30 series. Like, I'll probably buy one of these CMP 100s just to play with. But maybe I'm just too down on the 30 series right now. And maybe the 3070 still is pretty solid. I don't know. I like the 40 series so much better, if we're being honest. Let's see. CMP is a different card. And the CMP 100 210 is a different card. And the clocks are not the same. Yeah, I know they're not the same as 170HX. Mouseless Ninja says, I stopped buying 3070s when the 4070 Ti deal showed up. HBM2 GPUs you don't do core algos on, Backwards Miner said. And then Man Cave says the 100 210 is okay on Flux. The 4070 Ti on core. And 170HX for memory, Zigminer says. Yeah, that's how I feel. I definitely, like I said, I definitely think I'm going to start getting rid of like some of my crazy one-off rigs, especially the AMD ones, just because I don't want to deal with them. Like if I could get, so if I could probably get, like if I could get, I don't know, what does a BC 160 go for right now on eBay? Crap. If I could get $200 for if I could replace my BC 160s for CMP 100s, I'd probably do that. Who wants to buy my BC 160s off me for $200? I'll do it. I'll sell them all to you. I have 8 of them. I'm going to keep my MI50 though, because it's a Radeon 7 and I've always wanted one. So guys, just a heads up, I've got 8 minutes left. I am getting off at 1 o'clock on the dot, and if you all stay here, you will get directed to Iowa Crypto Mining stream, who's then going to direct you to Red Panda. So his will be, a lot more crypto mining content. I mean, we're talking about mining right now. What are 4070 Ti's going for on eBay right now? I haven't checked Amazon Warehouse in quite a while. 4070. It looks like about 600. I was paying like 550 ish for them. That's not bad. Not bad at all. I just like for me right now, I just like the 170HX is so much better that I'm just not gonna buy any 40 series. Like I'm gonna buy. I don't know how many more I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna buy at least one more and have a 6-card rig of them, and then we'll see when I go. We'll see what I do from there. I think at this point though, I want to say we've seen the end of bear market prices, but I don't know. Like, did you see that ad where that video I posted? that guy I'm working with, uh, dude, I'm so like out of it right now. I don't even remember. ROH Solutions. Jeez, my sponsor's gonna kill me. ROH Solutions with his pricing. I'm gonna put that up here because I actually owe him an ad read. But you guys remember these prices? You should buy all. You should hit him up. Like I can't match these prices. Like this is crazy. Like what he's selling. So he's selling those Famless 3080s for $300, and then if you buy 5 3070s, you get them at $200 a pop. I guess you probably would want a 3070 over a CMP, and I guess they have better resale value. That's something to think about. I would never sell my 3070s for that price. I would literally just hold on to them. Like I paid 170. I think I paid like 170-ish on average for all of my 3070s during the bear market. Like the height of when everything sucked. And like to be able to buy them at that price right now, and his are in really good condition too. Maxi PoE says 3000 series, especially MSI, Supreme X are beast at mining anything. Man, Maxi, I don't know about that. I hate my MSI Supreme GPUs. I have like 3 of them, and they're a pain in the butt. I would probably get rid of them. I like EVGAs the best, personally. We've got 6 minutes left, guys. You want to do an AMA? And like I said, if you want any cheap GPUs, hit up rohsolutions@gmail.com. Tell them, hey, in your email, tell them Krootman sent you. So, definitely helps me out. Yeah, I don't know, guys. What do you want to talk about before I jump off? I will probably be setting up my 170 HXs this weekend in that case, and I'll probably do a short video on it that I'll release either Saturday or Monday, maybe Sunday or Monday. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably unplugging for most of today after this, so like you probably won't see me around till probably maybe I'll be around a little bit tonight, and then I'll probably disappear again until sometime Sunday. So I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend, right? I really do. Smokey Dan says, I'm in the UK and my favorite GPU maker's Palette. I'm actually trying to work with them and hopefully they respond. Let's see. Massless Ninja wanted to know 4070 Ti on Zealous real quick. Yes. I'm going to get off here in just a second, but 4070 Ti on Zealous, I got a pair of them. They are at about 258 kilohash at 125 watts. So they're doing all right. There's some kind of issue with the kernel on the 40 series, which is why the 30 series does so much better on them. IO Crypto Mining is going live in 2 minutes. You can reach out to me on Twitter. Follow me on all my socials. Please like and subscribe. And please watch my latest video. Well, I mean, you kind of watched it here. But if you are late to this stream, feel free to watch it from the beginning. We did a lot of 3090 rumor or 5090 rumors, and we talked about COMPUTEX. Again, guys, I really appreciate it for you guys taking the time out of your busy weekend to check out my stream. I hope everybody has a safe and wonderful weekend. Next week is going to be really fun. I'm really excited to see what COMPUTEX brings. I will be live streaming on Monday. It just will not be in this format. I'll probably be live streaming some keynotes. I know Deep Cool is going to be doing some stuff, and I'm going to try to live stream and jump on their stream as well. So with that, I've got about a minute left. I'm going to let you guys go at 12 o'clock, maybe like 12:01. I'll let you guys go. You can stay in here and go right to Iowa Crypto Mining. I have to go do yard work, so unfortunately I won't be joining. I would love to, though. He's got that pretty sweet container. And I actually used to work, fun fact, I actually used to work by where his container is. So it's a really, really small world. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe on all my socials. And if you are going to buy anything from PCSP, make sure you hit their survey at the end and say you found out about them from me. Everybody, have a great day. Think Computers, you have a wonderful day too, brother. Everybody have a great weekend. Have fun. I will see you guys sometime next week. Have fun on Iowa Crypto Mining stream. And when you get to Panda stream, annoy the living beep out of him. All right, guys. Have a great day. Peace.